Hey mates, it's me Riz, doing another reaction on the channel again. As you can see, the setup is changed a bit, and I'm just gonna have a go at doing the reactions over here. And I think that should be a sweet idea to do it. But with that, let's get on to what video I'm going to react today. So a little bit of context. Um, while I was doing the reaction for the Kids Guide to the Internet, I kind of remember there was like on the side there was "Don't copy that floppy," which I distinctly remembered a long time ago, an old video. Someone mentioned a funny PSAs of "Don't copy that floppy," which was it was a rap it was a rap PSA on not to copy games onto another floppy. And I didn't see all of it, like I saw a clip of it, and I was laughing my ass off that it existed, and then I just paid no mind. But now, when I saw it, I have this channel to do a whatever's gonna happen on this video, and I'm gonna probably laugh my ass off. So, yeah, that's the reaction I'm doing, so let's get started. Yeah, let's get started. So let's go.
Look out! Oh gosh!
Except maybe HD, but
I'm trying.
Are you
I'm
watching?
trying.
I'm going to beat you. I'm telling you.
You're not gonna be.
There's one behind you.
Oh man! Crash and burn.
is that even a keyboard?
Bad, Corey. Guess that makes me the winner.
I can't tell if that's a keyboard or not, or just.
Temporary winner. I've been holding back. I've been giving you a break just so you get the hang of it. But now it's time to teach you a little respect.
Oh,
Right.
gee.
But it'll
I
have
can't
to
even
be
see.
next time.
I can't tell if
It's
that's
almost
a
fourth
real
period, and I
keyboard or
do not
not.
want to get caught in here.
Was that
But Jenny, hold up.
was that the
Look,
design
I
back
brought a
then?
disc, and we could copy this, okay? And we could play it on my brother's computer.
Okay.
And
No
there's the cord
problem.
that goes through the computer.
Oh, we got.
Oh my goodness! Look at this. There's nothing. I think this might be fake. Like they didn't buy, like what? They couldn't buy some cheap keyboard, or was it that keyboards didn't have stuff to indicate what key it is? Jeez.
Gotta do is. Whoa.
What's going
Are
on?
you sure you know what you're doing?
What?
Did I hear you right? Did
Oh,
I hear you
no.
saying that you're gonna make a copy of a game without paying? Come on, guys.
No.
I thought you knew better. Don't copy that floppy.
No. That is my
Wait a
face
minute.
right there.
Who the heck are you
That is my
anyway?
face right there.
Yeah. And what are you doing on our computer?
Oh.
I'm your MC, double dab. DP, that's the disc protector for you and the posse. That's the artists, writers, designers, and programmers that work up the images for
Oh,
game and grammar that let you learn, but also play the game you came here for today. Now I know you love the games, and that's all right to do because the posse who made.
Wait. That is a Macintosh. Wait, this is a Mac. Is that a Macintosh with the logo here, or what is this? What is this computer bit here? It looks like a Macintosh, but there's Windows right here. I'm a little sorry, just pet peeve, but let's get
Take
that.
them, they love them too. But if you start stealing, there's no more they can
Flight
do.
Simulator. I'm guessing this is.
But I just wanted to make one copy.
You say, I'll just make a copy for me and a friend. Then he'll make one and she'll make one, and where will it end? One leads to another, then 10, then more. And no one buys any discs from the store. So no one gets paid and they can't make more. The posse breaks up and that closes the stores. Don't copy that floppy. So let me break this down for you. No Carmen San Diego, no more Oregon Trail. Tetris and the others, they're all gonna fail.
Wait, hold on. Wait a second. It's no. Oh, fuck's sake. That was kind of the opposite on how Tetris became so popular. There's like this huge story around it, but essentially, if it went for just like all this, copy and pasting, then we wouldn't have Tetris worldwide, or would Tetris even existed? Because many games at early stages like this, heck, this is just getting into, and heck, this is also getting into archival, but Anyway, point is, Tetris is a bad example involving don't copy the works.
Not because we want it, but because you're just taking it. Disrespecting all the folks who are making it. The more you take,
Let's see. Well, let's back up.
then all the folks who are making it.
All these games, I couldn't give a shit. I don't even know what these games are.
The more you take, the less there will be. The discs become fewer, the games fall away. The screen starts to shrink and then it will fade. Programs fall through a black hole in space. The computer world becomes bleak and stark. Loses its life and the screen goes to dark. Welcome to the end of the computer age.
He's bullsh. Well, yeah. What's happened now? Oh my goodness.
But I'm much too strong and you're much too smart to let that happen to your chances to explore parts of the new age just behind the doors of your minds. You're the pocket of the future and you hold in your brain.
My
It's never
God.
thought of before, and in time you'll teach us so much more. That's why I'm here and what I'm fighting for. Don't copy that Floppy. Now let me introduce you to some of the team. They'll explain a little more about what I mean.
This is ridiculous.
The game I just finished working on is called Neverwinter Nights, and it's an
Never went. Okay, I'm typing the developers. So this guy made Neverwinter, and oh wait, did he also? Wait, did he also make Neverwinter? Like the online game. Video game credits biography. Oh, there you go. He made Neverwinter Nights. No Greater Glory, The American Civil War in 1992. Okay, Neverwinter Nights 1991. No Greater Glory, The American Civil War 1992. That's it. Oh, and I think he did some work with creating the Neverwinter MMORPG. Oh wait, Neverwinter Nights is MMORPG, but wait, since that's an online game, how can you play a game that's pirated? Wouldn't the servers not be part of that? Oh, this is confusing.
online version of a Dungeons and Dragons game. Different people around the country can sit at their computers and play this game together. A team of people will contribute different parts. The graphics people will do the pictures, the sound people will do the sound or the sound effects or the music that you hear, and the programmer actually ties
He also
all that
was part of
together to make a
AOL,
complete
American
game.
Online,
By the time you add up all the people that are involved,
and oh jeez, he got into trouble on some shit back in 2011. Oh, I don't think I should say that on this channel. Alright, Dave Butler. Oh jeez. Alright, let's continue.
in creating an application, you'll end up with as many as 20 or 30 people.
It's fun work, it's challenging work. I get a thrill out of seeing something actually working, something that I put together. And when it actually starts to work, you may hear me yelling down the hall, it's working, it's working.
There are great advantages to owning the original
Modders
piece of
in a
software. For
nutshell.
example, there'll be documentation and manuals that'll come with it.
Normally you have
Oh,
instructions,
developers, actually.
you also have
Yeah.
warranties, you also have, in some cases, upgrades if there are upgrades.
We're available to you. You can call us on the phone and we'll answer your questions that might come up about the software.
Wait. You could call the developers? What? You can call the developers asking about problems and bugs? I'm just a little bit dumbfounded that you could literally call up the development team, cause it's something like seems so alien to me. Cause what if EA and Activision did this right now? There would be just a lot of hate. There'd just be a lot of people just complaining, telling them that for good reason that their game is terrible. I mean, you could mention anything like FIFA or Madden, pretty much the sport games, and then there's the Call of Duty games. But then, sorry, just let's continue. I know people
Any
hate
kind of
when I
technical
pause,
support
but
you might have or
I have
need,
to ask.
we'll be there
I
to
have to
help
ask
you.
these questions.
If people keep stealing the games, the company makes less money, and therefore it may not want to make new games.
So we might say, well, that didn't sell very well.
Back up.
People keep stealing the games, the company makes less money, and therefore it may not want to make new games.
No, they just fire the development team and get a new team.
So we might say, well, that didn't sell very well. They don't like it. We won't make any more of those.
As a result,
I'm just processing, like, the shit that I've seen since 2011, or since Diablo 3. The shit that video games have gone through is just... It's sort of like a weird direction on what has happened, what's going on in video games now. Like, there is no new game I want to pick right now. There was only maybe 2 or 3 games last year, and that was it. And with the shit that they're pulling off with the new generation, or you can't even get the new generation of consoles, you know, just switch to PC. And people say that things were better back in the 90s and 80s, but I think that is a bit of nostalgic. But I think right now, people who have these their own custom PCs, or PCs that could run anything that's run on previous games, and likely there's someone who will have a patch to make it run on their PCs, like DOSBox or community patches that makes them look a lot better, clears out the bugs. Right now I'm just been modding New Vegas, and I finally got a pretty decent this amount of mods, which I kind of haphazardly put a bunch of them in Vortex. I know it's beginners, I know, but it's done okay for me. That's all I gotta say. Continue.
of that, a tremendous amount of money and revenue is lost by the computer industry from this happening.
Although the licenses may vary, the law is very simple. The copyright law says that when you buy a piece of software, you can put that software on one computer, and that's it.
Oh my god. This is literally Xbox One. This is the early presentation of the Xbox One console. You have the disc, you keep it in there, and that's it. You can't transfer it to any other computer. Oh, for fuck's sake. No wonder people did all that piracy shit back in the 90s and even 2000s with DRM. At times you couldn't play it. Sometimes you have to switch to a new computer because the other computer might have crapped out, and they might think that I've seen too much bullshit from copyright protection. I'm just trying to not rage out in this freaking video. Okay, continue.
You can make a backup copy of the software,
Okay.
but you can't give that backup copy to a friend, and you can't put it on another computer.
Well, then the policy would make it suck. I mean, if you already bought the game, people would assume that as long as you have the disc, you can play that game onto any computer. This is literally the Xbox One fiasco in its early promotions. Jesus. No. And this is the part where people say that it was better back then, but PC, before Steam, before the 2000s, it was pretty shit back then. Heck, I wouldn't even figure out how to play these games at all. I mean, at least until when CDs came, and if you had one computer to play the game, then it might work. Yeah, anyway, continue.
Every program that you buy, that's one program for one computer.
That's a terrible system.
We need you to be a part of our team also. The team of people who design and create the games are excited about the prospects for the future. And if you purchase your software instead of getting it illegally, you help make that future possible.
Now, it's usually, in reality, it's sort of the other way around for many. Once after the damage is done to them, they've already pirated the game, eventually, whenever there's the option of convenient to get the game at a reasonable price, like say Monkey Island and all its other games, then you'd likely buy it, because that's kind of what I did. I think back in 2019, I played a streamed DOS version of Monkey Island, the original one, Didn't know it had its sound, but I kind of enjoyed it. Okay. There was no music in it, just no voice, just silent, and that was okay. I was liking it for the most part, and didn't really pay much attention to it. But when I went to Steam, and you could also do this with other online places like GOG, Greenman Gaming, if they have them. I'm not sure. I haven't looked that up. The price on not only getting the first one, but it's a special edition. It's the second one, the third one, the fourth one. I haven't played that yet, and all its other stuff. You're thinking, okay, I want to finish this game. I want to finish. I liked it. Shows the support. I'll just buy its entirety, its collection for a good price. It was less than $20. Bought it, installed it, and having a great time. Yeah, I'll talk about this later. So anyway, another story later.
You see, on these discs we have frozen in time the creativity of someone's mind. Do you think just because with the flick of a key you can copy that game that the work is free? This creativity we protected by law. We value so highly what the mind's eye saw. Don't copy that, Floppy.
Here's the biggest pet peeve I've got with this is video game preservation. This all protective stuff, I get it, but some people, when do we get to the point where we can make a lot of video games into libraries, like an actual library that people could like borrow? Video games have yet to become public domain through time. There have been some games that have been through public domain, kind of, if the creators were allowed it, or more likely the people who published them could do it, but sometimes it's always like usually there's many games are in this weird limbo of abandoned where they're delisted, unlisted, you can't purchase them anymore. And with the more of the digital age coming soon, that, you know, we're saying with cloud saving, many games may just no longer exist because the company just wants to keep it. Like, for what reason? I don't know. It just holds back video game preservation, but it will take, for any of the oldest games, it will take like another 50 years for the games, for all the games to reach like another 50 years, because it was because of Disney and a few other companies, but mainly Disney, to extend the copyright protection longer. I think like 95 years, I think, due to that Mickey Mouse was going into the public domain in somewhere around early 2000s, and they extended it to, if I just quickly look at when it's going to the public domain, Mickey Mouse public domain date, it's going to be in 2024, so almost 100 years. So that's it for that ramble, but let's continue.
Do the right thing, it's really simple for you. The copyright law, it will tell you what to do. Buy one for every computer you use. Anything else is like going to the store, taking the disc and walking out the door. It's called thieving, stealing, taking what's not yours. Is that really where you want your life to go? Think about it. I don't think so. Don't copy. Don't
What is it with the demonic
Now
voice?
wait a minute, man. Let me get this straight. You're telling me that I can't even make a copy of this science program just to use at home? That's bogus. Everybody does it. Those big companies have lots of money.
He's not wrong, and it's only a select few who can't even get the program, or the price of the program is way too expensive. If fuck it. Just continue.
This one copy's not gonna hurt them.
Hold up. I think I know what they're trying to say. It's like, well, you know I love computers. I might want to be a programmer someday. Now, if I spent a whole year working on a really cool game or science program, I know I wouldn't want a couple kids like us making all kinds of free copies. Because then how do I get paid?
Fucking demos. Does anyone remember stuff like shareware and demos? Like, shareware was the computers. Demos was the equivalent of shareware back then. You don't see people doing a lot of demos for software. Like, here's the free version, and if you think that it's good enough, you can buy the full edition. maybe the price might be reasonable. But no, they do subscriptions to that. Actually, can't think of it now. It's all subscriptions. The Xbox Live subscription, the PlayStation subscription, the Adobe subscription. Then there's subscriptions with cable, well, not cable, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon. It's essentially piracy is becoming the free demo to eventually a product that might be something that they can get or not get. Because let's face it, in Australia there are many games and there are many softwares and many videos on YouTube that we can't get, watch, and some people have to get VPNs or do it by other means. Even today, it's still, I think, copyright law should be looked into a bit more, like reform it to do something. But I've lost what I was thinking. Continue.
But they can't stop people from copying. It's too easy.
Yeah, it might be easy, but it's still against the law. And hey, I'm too young for a life of crime.
Oh, right, like I'm a criminal.
Well, if the shoe fits.
Sorry, I just saw it. Fuck, I just remembered that South Park episode with the illegal of downloading music. The SWAT team that, just imagining now, the SWAT team comes in and they arrest these guys. Sorry. If it ends like this, I'm gonna say this is the best video on YouTube.
Say you see a game you like and you really want to try it. Don't copy that floppy, just go to the store and buy it. Think of it this way, okay? When you buy a disc, you're saying to the team, we respect what you do and what you're working for. We'll keep up our support so you can make us some more.
Alright, what happens when the disc doesn't work on the computer? What if for some reason that because of the DRM, the computer won't register the game on the computer? Or maybe if you change the graphics card or change something with the computer and it doesn't recognize it, like thinking that it's just another computer. Do people perhaps want to say, fuck it, get a cracked version of it? I think there was one video about some guy who couldn't play Fear on PC, and he said it went through a rage about it. I think it was like an early video on YouTube, or it kind of looked like it, but it was sort of like, I forget. But it's this whole copyright protection. It's at its core, it's not the developers. The developers want to make a great game and people to enjoy their game. The copyright protection is to protect the publisher, not the developers. They're hired by the publishers, hire the developers to develop a game, and the people, when they buy the game, that generates money or revenue for the publisher. Essentially, the publisher and they're the producers, essentially. Though maybe I'm wrong about this. So anyway.
We'll do the right thing and the future will be clear. There will be new programs year after year. Don't copy that floppy. Now you know how the games and the programs are made and what to do to make sure they're not gonna fade. The bottom line is it's all up to you. There's nothing more that I can do. The ball's in your court, dribble, shoot, or pass. I'm sure you'll make your decision with class. Don't copy that floppy. See ya, I'm out of here.
Ready to go.
Don't even think about it.
Look, I do have some money left over from my summer job.
Hey, you can buy your own game with a manual.
There, problem solved if that's what you want, but...
Do you think we have some time left over for another quick game?
Oh, it'll be quick, all right. Won't take me long to beat you.
No way, this time you're going down in flames.
Please open.
Oh, come on! This is... The Software Publishers Association gives you permission to copy this video for the non-profit purpose of promoting the ethical and legal use of software. Well, that's nice. At least now I won't get claimed. Is there any more of this? So, Okay, I'll be now. One thing, the song is actually enjoyable. I thought it was gonna be cringy. Maybe I think by now after the last react, I'm now immune to this cringy stuff, but it's alright. I think like this. I was thinking a lot worse, but this was okay. So, anyone who did the music or the song of this, oh, look at that, American Online Cardoso High School, Washington DC, Interface Video System Incorporated, and to SPA member companies that donated software, Adobe Systems Inc., yes, Broader Bun Software Inc., Denaba Software, Fractal Design Corporation, Macromedia, Pixar? What the? How did Pixar get in here? Spectrum. Okay. 1992 software. But anyway, thank you for watching to the end of the video. Please like and subscribe. It brings a smile to my face. And the only way I can play this off is this video I'm seeing right now. So, yeah. Bye.
Game you like, and you really wanna try it. Don't copy that floppy, just go to the store and buy it. You buy a disc, you're saying to the team, we respect what you're doing, what you're working for. We'll keep up our support so you can make us some more. We'll do the right thing and the future will be clear. There will be new programs year after year. Don't copy that floppy. Now you know how the games and the programs are made and what to do to make sure they're not gonna fade. The bottom line is it's all up to you. There's nothing more that I can do. The ball's in your court, dribble, shoot, or pass. I'm sure you'll make your decision with class. Don't copy that floppy.